Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Longhorns will put total leather to crank us up. No reason to risk trying to field that one as this skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the first down and still on his feet. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to the R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He'll do it himself. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Snagged in the middle. It's Concepcion.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get...
Oh, he's got some space. He almost picked up the first down on... But he'll be just a little bit short.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The option look. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game was working to perfection.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside in that corner.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw, it's Manning. Got his man on the right. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Extending the play. Right. There he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Baxter. Pushed down for the tackle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
I mean, that's a really good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, they got in the red zone, but made a big play on 3rd down. Now, forcing the decision for this offense, but most importantly, playing great defense in the red zone.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, it's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. I don't know if it was luck or... And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Reed. Flips it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. Did a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Using his legs to buy some time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
That is a huge way to end this half. Man, cutting into the lead, gaining the momentum. Nice job finishing the half with some positive vibes going into halftime.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got him. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Aggies racing to the line in the hurry up. Back to throw, it's Reed. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker.
Great timing there in that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, it felt incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Concepcion. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got him way on the right side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Buying some time. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, early in this drive, they're staying aggressive. Last play, they had the big completion. On the third snap, they take another shot, just couldn't come up with the completion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. This time it's complete.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He wants to throw it again. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Touchdown, Longhorns! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got it behind the line. It's Moss. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The give to the tailback. Takes it past the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Rushes on him. Grabbed in the middle, it's Craven. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking for room, it's Moss. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quick pass on the jet motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He got it. And it's a deadlock here in the third quarter after the field goal. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Baxter. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Leaves it with the running back. Out of ground, and now he's got room. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Right back to the well. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Skips away from pressure. Makes the catch. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, and the defense tackles him at the 3.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Touchdown, Texas! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got a man. It's Concepcion.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Dumps it off in the flats. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost the fire on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Did the work himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Craver. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. A&M comes back out with another first down. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
He might want another play. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He'll take it himself. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. This crowd even louder now on second down as they try to hold on. Back to throw, it's Reed. He wants it all. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And now they're going to go for 2 and the possible win, and this crowd rises up to try to make it tough. Wants to go up top. It's incomplete, and the try for 2 and the attempt to take the lead does not work in the final seconds. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Timeout, Texas. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. The week has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue smells, a sea of crowds in the fall colors, and the Lone Star Showdown ends with Texas hooking up and getting the victory over the Aggies. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Burgess Snow Field at Amherst Stadium, home to the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gamecocks will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. The throw. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Thanks for grab. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The give out of the gun. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
How about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Under fire. And the defense, got it.
College football, man, there's so much speed on the field now. Your safeties are smaller, they're quicker, they're faster, they're more versatile than ever. They can rush the passer. You can send them at any time. Great job by the free safety, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Got out of trouble and throws. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, back, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Cook. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Might be changing the route. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Pulls it in, it's Cook. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Welcome to San Diego, Snapdragon Stadium, home to the San Diego State Aztecs. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Old Dominion Monarchs, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Aztecs will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, the ground game. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Monarchs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running into the open space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Roach. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Monarchs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. Instead, they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Making side adjustments here. Misfired on 1st down. Back to the air on 2nd. This time on target. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun. Give on the inside. To the 10. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Aztecs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Keeps it on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. On the option. He'll toss it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Snap in the shotgun. Looking for the goal line. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown! This tax. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Roach. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Oh, he drops him right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Monarchs will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Turning it on. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Monarchs are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working on the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Old Dominion. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now on the option. Now the pitch. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Power football with the run. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. They'll run for it. Creates a little space. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Roach. Oh, he's got some space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Monarchs are in the hurry-up. They want to throw it. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Grab behind the line. It's Butler. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Monarchs!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution.
He gets into the end zone to convert, and they'll tack on a couple right before the half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Monarchs will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They start this 3rd quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the 1st half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
To the air on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Gonna look downfield again. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's busted. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Aztecs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he's got it! Touchdown, San Diego State!
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
He's looking to pass. He makes the grab for the 2 and ties the game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ballgame. There he goes. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Monarchs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Got his man. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Going for 6. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Let's it fly. Touchdown, ODU. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Aztecs. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The tight end always finds a way to get open. He's just a first down machine, Jesse.
And he's a guy, Reese, that is proven he can beat man coverage, but he's also so good against zone, too. He just knows where the soft spots are in the defense. That's why this quarterback has so much confidence in him.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Roach. At the 40, there he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They go to the ground. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Monarchs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking left. Snagged on the outside, it's Brown. Shoved out of bounds, they'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Monarchs have it with a 1st and 10. They try to get it outside on the left. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And off to Jones. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Caught behind the line. It's Butler. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big third down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
And they'll take a knee, get it in the perfect spot for their field goal kicker to try to win the game. They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Here's another kneel down as they set up the game-winning field goal and run the time right down to the wire. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just
Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Hoosiers will kick it away to start. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Morton. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback,
turning it on, powers through. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Eakin. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Out of the gun, the inside give. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Snagged in the middle, it's Becker. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Hoosiers want to move quickly. To the air, it's Mendoza. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They're already down a touchdown early, and the last thing they need to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back to that offense. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Wants to keep it in the air, using his feet to buy time. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
To the air, it's Morton. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the out.
Trying to rumble in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. With the catch, it's Embiid. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Throws to the tight end. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They get to him as he throws. Makes a connection.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there. No.
Intercepted deep in his own end. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Indiana. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Morton. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
Going to swing it on second down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Hoosiers! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown, man. They don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their second fumble return for a touchdown today.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, going to the air. He's got it. First down and more. At the 45, on his way. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it first and 10 inside the 20. Made a defender miss. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play anthem set up first and 10 from the 48. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Here's the pressure. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Now staring at a 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's got some space. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Pressure coming, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Red Raiders will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Looking downfield on 1st down. The short hands, it's Cooper. There he goes. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a gap, it's Hemby.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Finds his big tight end. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Indiana! A great catch and run for 6.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Caught over the middle. It's Carter. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him. So a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Red Raiders are flying down the field. To the air. It's Morton. Quickly to the tight end. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Breaks into the open. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The Red Raiders had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Cooper. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every...
Snatches it on the right. Off to the races. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Morton. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He'll try to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Indiana!
That's the one thing the head coach challenges his team with, guys. Late in games in the fourth quarter, tie ball game, who's going to step up and make the play? That guy did right there. Picking it off, taking it to the house.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the... turning it on! And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And these big plays are created first and foremost by the hog mollies up front. The guys who never get credit, the big boys, the big nasties, the big uglies, they put their hand in the dirt, they go after those defensive linemen, create some holes where the runners can make plays, can get in space, can make these huge chunks.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The offense changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Morton. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now, it's fourth and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Red Raiders! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. He'll start this drive firing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Looking to the big tight end. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fella continuing to concentrate and see the football, but a nice break for that thing to bounce right to him.
The Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds his tight end.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. Got the first down and more.
And he finally breaks when they get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. And the Hoosiers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Running back searching for a hole. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
And the extra point is good. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
Might be looking to run. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Here's a heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
And 3rd down for a defensive lineman, trust me, I'm one of them, is money down. Go get me that quarterback. Make the stop. Get him to 4th down. The defensive line, the defense was ready to rock and roll. Nice job.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Great place to start for this offense. They want that clock to run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that in. I know that.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Floating away. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on 4th and goal. Rushes on him. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To throw, it's Morton. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back and forth.